was about the same as the night before. Not enough rain probably to register in the rain gauge. But it did, one drop, but it did rain again. So at least the perennial border likes it. But that's about it, and it's more dried up this morning. It's super humid out here right now, and it's already 70. The air conditioner's running in the house. It's the first morning I've walked out and it hasn't felt refreshing at all, which for the date, what's today, the 16th of June? We've been really lucky, but it's not refreshing out here today. All the kitties are around. Stripe was in the house till 6:30 a.m. Did his walkabout, back in for a snack, and back out now walking about again, I guess. Hi, Morris. Good morning, Panther. Hey, bud. Hi. Oh, there's those pretty eyes. Hi. Hi. It does take a little getting used to the view out there. I'm always glad when I come out in the morning and my tree is still intact. I need to go plant that geranium I bought at Walmart the other night for $1. The clearance plant in with it. Deer apparently hate the smell of geraniums. Can't say that I blame them. Every little bit of safety could help. I'm sorry there's no chicken today, bud. There'll be chicken later. Hey, Gray. Good morning. The only person getting chicken today is you, because you won't eat the canned food. And it's going to be this afternoon before I have more chicken. What's going on this morning?
Got an energy saving event today.
We have one of those Honeywell thermometers, and we signed up to let them, not thermometers, thermostats, and we signed up to let them cycle it off for short periods of time during high energy use.
So
because we play
opt out.
No, because you'll be sitting taking a nap and you won't notice. Well, and Johnny's got his own air conditioner in the back room, yeah, so he won't notice either.
Yeah, the only one that'll burn up would be Kitten in the kitchen. She'd be cooking in the kitchen.
So if I come and tell you I'm dying, you'll know why.
Right.
I'll turn on the fan. Yeah. I can play fair. I can be a team player. I can turn on my fan.
Trust me, sweetheart. I can turn the air conditioner on. No problem. I don't actually have to use the thermostat.
I understand. I cannot believe I missed walking 2 days in a row. I am not missing today, though. Some of us.
Sure.
Some of us.
Today's a great day to miss. It's hot out here.
Well, then you'd have to go for your run right now instead of the walk. What you want to do? Walk or run?
I run at night.
I'm still on to meet Michelle, so I'm trying to scoot as fast as I can. Well, I am definitely noticing the muggy summer conditions today.
Yeah, first day it felt pretty close like summer.
Yeah. I'm not looking forward to being out in the sun.
On that nice, new, dark,
black track, yeah.
Yeah, baby. Wonder if the asphalt will stick to the bottom.
Well, it didn't ask me whether I wanted it paved or not, because I'm pretty sure I would have voted no. Pretty sure. It does look nice. I'll comment more when we see it up close walking on it, but for me it really depends if it smells. Yeah, I'm of the opinion that they should have carried that off. It doesn't smell too bad. And you know, this was sort of my concern too, is the dirt's now not even with the track. So somebody's not paying attention and they run off the side with their ankle. That was another reason why I didn't want them to fool with it. But so far the smell hasn't been too bad. And it's mostly cleaned up, but I'm sure the guys could have made one more trip around, and you know, why don't you come over here with a rake and make that, maybe they'll come back and make that even. I just got bit by an ant on the upper soft part of my right arm, and it stings. I don't know if I picked up a piece of trash and it had an ant on it, or they're disturbed over here from the guys doing the work. I don't know. I'm also worried about the guys coming close to it with the mower, if they're going to cut the asphalt with the blade, because it's higher now. Hopefully not. Well, we didn't have a lot of rain last night, but that's the only puddle I see.
Yeah.
Well, we'll know better the next time we walk it and it's raining, or after it's rained significant amount.
Well, they did a little re-engineering down there at that low spot.
The culvert, yeah. They did. We saw them doing extra digging and finessing over there. Well, the consensus on the track was how great it looks. And I said I'm 80% positive. I guess I'm 85% positive on it. One of the ladies, she said I was overthinking it. She's probably right. That's what I do, though.
Oh yeah, I just got ant bite on my finger. So poor kitten, she got something ate her up.
Yes, 3 bites. I must have pressed my arm up against my body, and he thought he'd just keep on going. By the time I felt the first sting, and I did see him and flicked him off, it was too late.
I was thinking you could do this.
I was walking down the trail and I said out loud, sort of to myself, but getting ready to tell Don, I just had this thought process, and he's like,
oh no.
Oh no. That must be what women say before they
Yeah. Honey, do this. Honey, do that.
Right. Would you have time for honeydews now? I've been letting you sit for a lot. I haven't been adding too much to your list.
No, not too much. You've been restrained yourself, I'm sure.
I'm waiting for my time is coming. You usually don't ask for too much during June, July, and August. It's the other months of the year. Oh, the cups on the ground over there.
Yeah.
They did that this morning.
Well, that's awful. Did they take the whole house?
I don't know.
Huh.
Well, there's the cup. Why would they do that? Oh, Donnie.
Well, I don't see it. Because they couldn't.
Why would they have done that?
Well, we'll probably find it down the trail.
I'm looking. Oh, I don't like people.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I hate to be right when I say, you know, no good deed goes unpunished, but, you know, that's what happens.
Well, Don said he'd come back and take the rest of it off the tree. I told him, oh, heck no. Nope. That can be up there as a sign to... I'm not going to let them bring me down. I'm not. I'm still going to be cup half full. I'm not. I'm not going to be stupid and put a new house on that tree. But I'm not going to let them ruin me. Don really got down there in the woods and looked, and it wasn't there. I don't know why they took the one with all the pretty painting on it, the bird's nest. It was hand painted by somebody at a little workshop that I'd found it at Guardian Angel.
Yeah, it had a little...
It had some character. Well, I do realize the police department has bigger fish to fry, but I did send a picture of what it looked like and a picture of the plate left on the tree and reported it stolen / vandalized on the tip line. I didn't bother them with it. I know they got real stuff to worry about, but it all starts with the... I'm thinking it was teenagers, but I could be wrong.
Well, they ought to still be.
It was a very pretty hand-painted box, so they've made a mistake, because if I ever see where it is, I'll know it's only one of those boxes. It was hand-painted. It was one of a kind. It wasn't valuable or anything, just some senior citizen at some little get-together with her granddaughter, I think. There was a note in the box. They had painted it. So it's not like it's, you know, more valuable, but it was aesthetically pleasing, and I am not mad. I mean, I am not happy, I'm mad. I am mad. Not only has he pulled out my car, but he's got the air conditioning going for me.
You can climb it on, that's what I do.
Brings my purse back in the house after he pulls her out. Just so the door still opens for me too. I am a lucky girl. Poor Don, he was just minding his business this morning on the trail and he's had a problem created for him. I told him to go park up by the townhomes. Well, I don't care where he parks, but he can enter the trail there and he can street park and go up and down a couple times with the unicycle and just see if he sees it. He thinks they stole it and they're coming back for the plate off the tree so they can put it back together. He says he'll put it back up there. If he finds it, he's just going to use screws this time. That plate ain't coming off the tree and he can screw it together instead of those brad nails. Anyway, we'll see. I kid you not, but the chief of police has already answered my email and says it's disheartening that someone would do that, and he asked me a couple questions which I intend to answer him. He displayed the appropriate amount of empathy. I'm very pleased with him. He's a newish police chief. Maybe a year now, but yeah.
Well, I'm back on the trail, on my unicycle, looking for that birdhouse. Marianne's pretty upset, so I figured I'd come up here. Maybe I can spot it. It's a lot easier on the unicycle to do this trail. Trust me. Wish me luck. So I'm back at the tree. Obviously, those are 2.5-inch drywall screws, and I mounted that really well. Those are rubber washers that compress so that they kind of act like springs, so that wood would move a little bit as the tree grows. Anyway, I'm here. I'm going to leave that, even though I brought my drill. I can driver drill. I can pull those screws out and take that plate with me. But I'm going to leave it in case somebody who took the box was just trying to open it and didn't realize that you can't open that one. Well, I put a drywall screw to stop you from opening that, and tugged on it a little too hard. Maybe it came loose, and so I'm thinking maybe tomorrow they'll come back with their screwdriver. And of course, it's going to be real work if you bring just a hand screwdriver to get those drywall screws out. You can. It's just going to, most people are going to, wrist's going to get pretty tired, especially up that high. That's, they're going to have to reach way over the head. That's like 7 feet. Anyway, but I'm not too optimistic because we found the cup down here on the ground, and if they were going to take the box with the intent of, bringing it back, repairing it, they probably would have not have left the cup on the ground, because I'm sure when they ripped it off, the cup come flying out. Anyway, benefit of the doubt. So like I said, I'm going to leave it there a day or two, at least, and I could come back up here and take it down, but I'm going to give the opportunity for it to reappear. There are a ton of people up here at the splash pad today. It's a really bright sunny day. Looks like they're having tons of fun. I'm jealous. I really am. Well, it was a bust. I did not see the birdhouse, but I got a nice little ride on my unicycle.
Maybe Friday is a good day to come. I can park on the shady side of the sign. I'm betting this is Michelle up here, but I can't tell for sure. Actually, it's not. It's legitimately in a handicapped spot with a sticker, so not her. Hey! Hey there, pretty girl.
Hello!
You have a mermaid purse today. Have we seen that before? Lift it up higher.
Probably.
Yeah, not brand new. It's
but
perfect for that shirt, though. Look at you, all coordinated in purple and blues and ocean colors. It makes me feel cool and refreshed on this muggy day.
Right, because tonight is Connor's Moana play.
Oh, okay.
I'm all dressed up for it.
Ah.
He plays the chief.
Ah,
And
okay.
sings.
Well, congrats. Let me know how that goes. Michelle has done her duty listening about my birdhouse and my ant bites. I haven't heard from Don, so that means he didn't find it. It's a good thing I don't have a little girl, or some of these would definitely be going home with me. My own or granddaughter, or, they're cute. Even though we don't need bikes and stuff, I still check it out. It amazes me recently just how much prices have gone up on some stuff. Ooh, they got new Funko Pops. They got Alex Trebek. Really?
Yes.
Who else?
Spider-Man, the Elder Scrolls, Lord of the Rings here, Mass Effect, Dishonored. I guess these are video games.
Superman Soldier up top, huh? But that's a Batman pop.
Yeah. Yep.
Huh.
DC. And then we got Marvel.
Okay. Who's behind the Office guy?
Oh. Morrowind?
I've never heard of that. Oh, that. Yeah. Michelle found miniatures for Connor for his stuff. And Michelle almost always gets a box, and then those are candy bars, and then all of the all the little stuff goes in the box while she gets a hamburgers.
And
pretty realistic looking.
I know.
Yep. Is that a fishing pole or something?
That's the same thing, but it doesn't have the fishing pole.
Okay, got it.
And then.
And there was a saddle
yes.
and a
Yep.
fish, and yep, cool stuff for Connor. Aww. So your neighbor's got a new kitty, a new special needs kitty. A Siamese, Michelle said. Very cute, very cute. It's a board game, and it has the coolest metal pieces inside of Harry Potter stuff. And Harry Potter's big at Michelle's house. It looks like it either wasn't played or was played like once. It's even got the dust jacket. I don't mean to help you fill your car. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. The office supply section is newly stocked and very full. We could be here a bit. I got Johnny a potential bunk bed shelf. I studied this really hard. It like had potential for a fountain, but it's too small up there. It says the only way to do great work is to love what you do, Steve Jobs. Well, when they come out with a mug that has an Elon quote on it, you know, then I'll get it. I think this one is you, Michelle. Friends, the family you choose. Different color and cat mom, and it would go home, I guess. Oh, it's so cute. My favorite things, food, 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 and food. But what I want to know is why isn't Marty on that shirt? Because my big orange tabby, that's his motto in life too. I went, uh-oh, Michelle, you're gonna like this one. You're gonna like it. You're gonna like it. Oh. You guys have been following long enough to know that she loves Jack and Sally. Miss SpongeBob SquarePants.
Love it.
It's pretty cool. Sawdust is man glitter. If I were buying shirts for JB, this one might have to go home. This shirt says, I was there, the grand finale, Kennedy Space Center, and it's the last time Atlantis went up. Wow, that shirt's old. It's small too, or I might get it. It was a good day. These ladies, they went by and they asked us if we were really gonna buy, if that was really all my stuff, and I just smiled up at them and I said yep, and then Michelle bailed me out and it said is my stuff in there too. I was like, why are they asking us that question?
Next time we're gonna say no, we just take it up to the counter and then we leave.
We would never do that to our friends here, but and then, I don't know how it got to be $3.20, but it's $3.20. And you know, Ruby's hot. I had to keep climbing on. Yeah, Ruby's not putting out air as cool as she should, which I thought for sure last summer of 22, we would be back at Tesla to work on the air conditioning again, because in the summer of 21, we had to add coolant. And they put in the leak stuff and said, you know, if it gets bad again, come back. And it was just surprised that it was fine all last summer, but I can see that I'm not going to get through this summer with it. I mean, it's coolish, but it's not right. So I get to break that good news to Dawn. Oh, joy. And it's 91 out there today. So let me tell you, I knew when I got back to Ruby that things were not right when I got inside, let me tell you. I'm impressed that you know how to do that.
Right, well, you know.
I did buy the flag at Guardian Angel. $7, 4x6, made in America, embroidered stars, nylon. So when the one that we have is not looking, needs to be retired, we will store this one properly, thanks to you. And, you know, pay it with respect until we are ready to put that one up.
Right.
Yeah, and when our flag is lit by the porch lights out there, so we're trying to follow proper respect for the flag. But made in America, and I really, the one we have out there now, the star field is not embroidered. So I kind of really, that one's bigger. The one we have out there now is 3x5. This one's 4x6.
Yeah, that's a very big flag.
This is a bed.
They got it. That's probably why they turned it.
Yeah, this was $4. This is mounts to the side of your bed. I thought Johnny's bunk in the dorm room. They advertised these for the dorm room beds for $4. I thought you couldn't beat it. So if he uses it, great, and if not, that's okay too. I've got wilty plants. As they come back into the shade, they perk back up, but they do need water, so I'm going to water. Johnny leaves for Taekwondo in his dad's house in about 20 minutes, and I think Don's going to take him. Don took, hearing that Ruby needs to get the AC looked at, well, but obviously neither one of us is overjoyed about another service appointment. Hi. Hello.
So the energy saving event is scheduled today. It's still 76, which is what I have the thermostat set to, which is, if you're not moving around, is comfortable enough. Sometimes when Marianne really gets hustling around the house, we bump it down to 75 or 74 even. But normally this is what we keep it on during the daytime. At night we do lower it down to 74 when we sleep, so the house is cool. But it's got a little option here. If you click view, it gives you the opportunity to opt out, but obviously don't want to do that. I did find they had sent me a $25 gift card, which I have now used already. So we're getting $25 this year for participating.
I'm watering my hydrangea over there. Don and Johnny left for Taekwondo. The kitties are not necessarily happy about the watering. Hey, buddy. Well, Tux doesn't get upset about anything, but hi. That's Mr. Man. I love you, buddy. There's a steak coming, but to tide you over.
Bacon and eggs?
Yep, there is eggs underneath the salsa and the cheese somewhere there.
It's an omelet.
Three eggs.
It's
yeah.
Only 3.
Only 3.
Well, I guess we'll have to do.
I had a Lego order come today that has the parts I really, really needed in order to start back on my separator building, the dark turquoise medium azure one. I needed the windows, desperate for windows, and I really needed these. These go behind the separator pieces. These are basically the blocks used in all the brick heads figures to attach stuff to 4 sides. Sometimes they have studs on the sides too. Anyway, I kind of got one more thing I want to look at in that bag of parts from Guardian Angel, but I can get started back on my building anytime now. And all these orange pieces are for a pumpkin house coming your way, I don't know, in September. A big pumpkin house.